And then I come home. Now I'm going to school. I'm working. I'm a father. I take care of my kids. I'm a husband. I'm all these things. Somebody break into my house. I blow their brains out. I'll go back to prison for the rest of my life. Now, my neighbor who ain't got no felony, he blows somebody's brains out, breaking his house. He'll be with his family the next day. Now he won't go to jail. Now this law was made in 1960. I want to say 1963, after the Black Panthers stormed the state capitol. Right, the Black Panthers stormed the state capitol in the late 50s, early 60s with guns, hundreds of them.
On May 2nd, 1967, co-founder and chairman of the Black Panther Party, Bobby Seale, led the Black Panthers in protest at the California State Capitol for our rights to the Second Amendment and to protest against the Milford Act, a bill that would go on to pass the very next day, which banned the open carry of firearms in public. The following year, in 1968, it became illegal for ex-felons to own firearms. This was a racially motivated law passed to combat the Black Panther Party and to keep minorities from owning firearms, which is every American's Second Amendment right.
On the Milford Act now pending before the California legislature, the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense calls upon the American people in general and the black people in particular to take full note of the racist California legislature, which is now considering legislation aimed at keeping the black people disarmed and powerless at the very same time that racist police agencies throughout the country are intensifying the terror, brutality, murder, and repression of black people.
And the government felt threatened by this. So then they made it illegal for ex-felons to own firearms and use that law to then raid the communities, other Black Panthers, to get the guns out, to get the threat out. You see what I'm saying? But now, why is it okay to change your amendment to work for you, but then when something like that happens with Diddy, they'll say, oh, well, that non-disclosure agreement don't matter. Oh, this person is saying that they're willing to do this sexual act for him doesn't matter. All these things don't matter because it doesn't go with their agenda. That's just my opinion. So I really feel like even the news, the media, what they decide to talk about, what the court said, they'll come and tell you everything that the court said, but they never tell you anything good that the defense Diddy side. They never tell you the good things that Diddy side said. They never tell you the rebuttals that were good for him. They always push that agenda that, hey, this is the negative things that they're saying about him, so this is what we're going to continue to talk about because we're on this side of the fence. We're not on this side of the fence with it. I don't think that's fair, if you ask me. I think that we in this day and age now to where everybody is so sensitive. Everybody gets a reward, no matter how good or bad you do. Everybody get a cookie or the gold star, no matter how good or bad you do it. What do you identify as? Him, she, them. It's like we taking it to a level now to where it's like, if we continue with this, we all subject to be in somebody's courtroom with a female saying that we groped her wrong or touched her wrong or we looked at her wrong. Once we get our millions, we doing this shit to get money, right? We doing this shit to push our families and our generations to the next level. You know what I mean? So once we do reach that pinnacle, what's gonna stop a female from saying, hey, I had sex with this man 4 or 5 years ago and he did X, Y, Z 4 or 5 years ago that I didn't report, but now I'm reporting.
That's why I'm trying to say, like, I'm not taking them serious on that. You know, even if he did wrong you and your time had passed, it just took you too long to gain up the courage to say anything. That's why those people are happy that Diddy is, you know, them are the bloggers that's, you know, getting the views because these women are feeling like, you know, they're listening out for him. And that's why that's happening. You know, that's just unfair. This due to greed for wanting money and doing all this extra stuff.
All right.
But as far as him actually being railroaded, like I feel like he being railroaded because, you know, they trying to make it seem like it was a criminal sex cult ring when it's really him and his girl. Just
The girl being there, they got a gang of money, so you buying a gang of pussy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you know, it's the mask he was buying.
And inviting their homies. There's no fun in that.
And another thing is, behind the scenes, that stuff we ain't seeing, these celebrities are secretly pushing for that too. They want him to go down smoking because they don't want what they done did to come out into the light.
Right.
And if he go down before that even happens, yeah, it's curtains for a lot of people, man. This will be bigger than the Epstein files. I'm telling you right now.